everyone. This is Elizabeth. Thank you for joining me today. We have PJB Stamper in the house. I hope you're feeling better, my dear. There's Mr. Jim and T from Not Afraid of Color. Hello, hello. Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Hello, hello. And I see my comments. What is with my video? Come on, come on. So, am I live, you guys? Do you see me? Let's try this again. Sometimes YouTube has issues. We know. Says it's live. Says 11's watching. But now we can't even click it. Ha! There we is. There we is. Oh my goodness. Where was I? I think I stopped with Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Hello. Miss Dawn, the Crafty Visage. How are you? And Mr. J, Craft by J. How are you doing? Jean, dear. Hi. Brenda. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. I hope you're all doing wonderful. I'm roasting like a cooked duck. No. But I have a little bit of happy mail that I want to share. And yeah. So here we go. Here we go. Little bit of happy mail. This is a late birthday present from somebody that, well, wants to remain a little anonymous, and we'll do that for her. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is Crafter Square. This is from the Dollar Tree, you guys. They have some really cute stuff these days. And this is a lovely stencil, Farm Fresh, established 1905. How fun is that? That's super fun. I like that. But yeah, if you're shopping on a budget, stop by the Dollar Tree. They have some little bit of sturdy to get stuff. Jay says, did you survive the tornado in Ohio? I did not watch the news. I did not know there was a tornado in Ohio. But after last night's winds and stuff, I wouldn't put it past it. And then we have the little elephants. I'll have to double check, because I just, not recently, but, you know, I did get some. That's the dinosaur. That's the ducks. That's the wolf. Yay, I don't have this one. Haha! Yes, I don't have this one. This is a Tracy Hay, cute little dinosaurs. I did a couple of cards with the dinosaurs. They were super cute. But these are the elephants and a little mouse. A little mouse buddy for the elephants. Does this one have a name? Oh, I love that. Gorgeous, cutie, BFF, friend, hey. Don't stop until you're proud. Friendship isn't a big thing. It's a million little things. I love that. That's really cute. Every moment matters. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. This one just says 13 pieces. Yeah, I don't think it really has a name. This is just the elephant one. There's the QR code if you're interested. There for a while you could get them at Hobby Lobby, but they're rare elephant sources. See, Dawn knows. She loves the 1900s. We know. Linda, hello. So last week we played around with my letterpress, not to be confused with the Better Press. I have the letterpress, which at some point during the video I broke it. Didn't break it enough that I have to throw it away or anything. It just took a little chunk out of the side. I don't even know what happened. So yeah, there is that. Do I care? No. But I did say that we would hot foil this bad boy. We're going to hot foil the Merry Christmas to You cover plate. Let me move the bits out. Now, I have various stuff with me today. We're going to turn on our glimmer machine. And all we got to do is flip the switch. See that the light comes on. I don't know if all of the hot foil systems for Glimmer come with this. Mine did at the time. I'm assuming it still does. They also, depending on which one you get, the older version has a pair of pinchy magnets like Simon Hurley is using, and the newer ones have like this little guy and his magnet. Now, this is good for the little foil things, like individual little foil things, but it wasn't picking up hot foil the whole plate. So I put some more magnets on there. I made it more magnety, so it'll really pick this up. And yeah, ugh, oh my goodness. This actually, this plate does not weigh, oh my goodness, does not weigh as much. Get off. Come on. Oh my goodness. These are strong. I just got these at Hobby Lobby. They're just little magnets. Okay, but this plate, it doesn't weigh as much as some of my other hot foil plates. So that actually works really good. Just all by itself, which means you just kind of release the button and let it go. Oh, that's right. I have another magnet right there. That's why it's sticking. So yeah. Yes, it doesn't want to unstuck now, but at least it's just one push and it lets go and it picks it up. So if you guys are wondering, there is another magnet that now that I'm thinking about that, I glued to this one. So it's just one of those other ones. Okay, we're going to shove that in just like so. Shove that in. Shove it in. We're going to put our plate on here. Doesn't matter really how we put it on there. It's all good. I need to take off my glasses. Ugh. Okay. And then the next thing we need to do. Now, if you guys get a new system, or maybe you have an old system and you have no troubles running it through, more power to you. My machine, I don't know what happened, but there's a divot in here. So when we run it through, it doesn't really foil the center. So through trial and error, I found that this is what I need in the center of mine. It's just two little weird shims, and then it helps everything to foil. Okay, so I have shims for mine. If yours doesn't need a shim, that's fabulous. Fabulous. Now, the next thing we need is foil. There's two types of foil. There's glimmer style hot foil, because there are other brands that make hot foil which have a gluey substance in there. So there is a type of gluey substance already built in. And then the second type of foil is what we call toner foil, where it needs something sticky to stick to. And that 90% of the time is a toner powder that we print into the paper and whatnot. And then companies like Gina K are getting inventive and creating new things like I can't think, but it's clear, so there's no black showing through. So there's different things you can use as the adhesive for toner foil. But today we are using our Glimmer hot foil foil. Okay, and this one, as you can see, has not been used, so we're gonna pry this guy open. This one is, guys, Polyglaze. Thank you, T. T's on top of this. You guys, you can hop over to T's channel because she does more foiling than I do. She knows the things. I just do it when I feel like it, right? I got on the bandwagon. I'm like, I need all the foils. And then I barely foil. So there you have it. Okay. So, knowing that there is glue built in, the glue is on the dull, icky side. And the shiny side is the carrier sheet. Even though these are super thin, it's two parts. There's a clear piece that holds the design. That clear piece needs to go next to your plate, okay? And actually, yeah, let's cut. I'm going to cut a little bit off of this side. I don't really need it all. We're just going to cut some of that down, okay? So, and I'm going to look at this and see that my design is in 2 in and 2 in. Okay, that is going to come in handy when we go to set our paper. Okay, so sticky side up. And then we grab some paper. The smoother the better. From my understanding, the smoother the better. And I've got what they call some Hemilco. I has all, oh yes, I do have the toner foils. T says, blow shit up, right? The toner foiling by far is the most economical. Hands down. What you need for toner foiling are toner printed images that you can make, or purchase. And the foil, the toner foil, right? And a laminator. A special extra hot laminator. Okay, so I'm looking here. I'm 2 in and 2 in. So as long as this straddles both party lines, right? We know that the plate is in there. I am not worried about it being perfect or otherwise. We could tape it down and make it fabulous, but you know, I don't need to. And for me, because I have something in the center of my machine, I'm gonna put my little no, I can't glue them. I was like, I should glue those together, but then it'll create more pressure. So there is that, my personal sandwich, okay? And that's because my Glimmer is wonky. I thought it was at one point the die cut machine part. I thought it was the die cut machine that was not pressing enough, but I got a new die cut machine that now is just for this, and it still had the issue. So with that being said, the issue is in the plate, the hot plate. There's a void right there, and so I made my shim for the void. And if you're wondering if it's your hot foil plate or the heating plate, run different plates. You know, use the same paper and everything and run the plates. Now, if all your plates are missing, it's either the paper or it's this. If you have a question, please put it in all caps. Yell at me. I am going to try and watch as much as I can. Yeah, so like Maddie says, that's why I skipped the whole hot foiling thing. It is expensive. It is. So we've got our green light. So I'm going to turn on my timer. Now, I glued my plates, not glued, but I taped my plates together because I needed to stop the extra movement. Maddie says the mink is enough for her. Now, there's two competitors out there. The mink, which was designed for toner foiling, and then Gina came out with hers, which is designed for the toner foiling as well. They have multiple settings. They get extremely hot to heat up that toner that's on your paper, and it grabs onto, and it's magical. It's like magic every time. But so Maddie says, I've seen lots of people having inconsistent results with hot foil. It seems to be fussy, and it can be. And T does point out, you know, it could be the foil, it could be the paper, it could be a lot of things. And I turn on, wait, what? You guys, it's been so long, I can't even remember. We turn on the timer, it turns green, and then when it goes out, I think we send it through. Send it through to the other side. Guys, I don't even know. Yeah, this is Christmas card day 1. Oh my gosh, I need to make 10 cards because February's almost, this is like the end of February, right? This is it, February 28th. But I'm going to crank out 10 cards. I'm going to crank out 10 cards. Because I missed my 10 cards for January. I still got to do those, which I will. They'll pop in at some point. And they'll be pre-recorded. So I apologize for doing Christmas cards live, but it is what it is. The timer does go out, right? Mary's Crafted Creation says Gina's K's is purple. As far as I know, the newest one is purple. You can do it, you can do it. Oh, that's a good idea. Join water aerobics. Mary's Crafty Creations is my kind of people. She loves Christmas. Mine flashes, then goes steady. Well, it's probably done. Because I was yapping and not paying attention, but that's okay. So, I'm going to yank that out. Try not to move it too much. And I have my die cutting machine open on the other side here. So we're just going to send this through to the other side, and we're going to roll it slowly so that the pressure sits on there. Doesn't feel like a lot of pressure. Okay, so there it is. Now, the thing we do not want to do is run it through a second time, okay? There's no need for that. Once is enough. If it doesn't work, something's wrong. I have found that if you try to back it through or run it through a second time, it shifts and jiggles and wiggles, and then you're not happy. You're an unhappy camper. So then we lift, and we cross our fingers. Okay, so it didn't go perfectly, but that's all right. We'll give her another go. I'm not sad. It does look kind of grungy and cool, though. I mean, you can still read it. But yeah, so we're just going to go again. Since I pretty much have everything set up. And it might just be the paper. It may not like this paper. But it also may be... See, it looked like it had enough pressure here, but not here. So... we're gonna put a bigger, I'm gonna put a bigger piece in there. I think a thicker piece in the center. I feel like this might be too thin. So I'm not gonna, yeah, it's gonna be all right. And this is how I'm gonna do it, right? So I'm just gonna take a chunk of this. Okay. And then, yeah, I think we'll try that. We'll just give it a thicker thingamabobbin. We're gonna toss that out. We're gonna grab another piece. It's gotta go this way, which is fine. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna trim just what we need. Okay, we're gonna trim about a ½ inch off the side because I really don't need that, and I think I just cut that too much. My bad. Find out here. Sticky side up, pretty side down. Okay, I didn't cut too much. That works. Okay, and then I just need to make sure that is where it's supposed to be. Okay, we're gonna set that down like so. We're gonna do that. It says that it's ready. We're gonna hit the timer, and yes, it's flashing. Looky. Okay. And then we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna put the paper on after, because I have issues with it shifting. I'm just gonna put my paper on after it's done. Yeah, and this one is definitely not a solid. This one has a pattern in it, which might be hindering. Again, it might also just be because of the black paper. Who knows? Let me turn it that way. I feel like that side is smoother. So we're just gonna wait for the timer to go out. And I have a ton of paper, so I'm not sad that I have to try and try again. Sometimes that's what happens. Like I said, I don't use this all the time, right? Come on. See, I told myself I was going to wait, and then I didn't anyways. So we're going to swing this around. And we're going to go slow and steady. That turtle run the race for a reason. This particular paper I'm using is a pretty smooth paper. It's a Himilco brand paper, and I use it for my toner foiling, and it toner foils beautifully. So, see, we got much more of an impression this time. I don't know if you could see, but I can see it much better. Although it doesn't look like it. Look at that. So, what the heck happened there? Okay, so that's alright. I mean, it is what it is. Let's try a different paper. Now, I'm trying to see why it's being stubborn. So, it also had a little void in there. That's weird. And I know it presses good because we sent it through the other thing. So, we're getting close. We're getting close because if you can see, like right there, it foiled really good. But then this is the first one and this is the second one. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to do it. I lied. We're going to do it one more time. That's weird that it cut it off right there. Where is the YOU? That would be like right through here. It's like a complete void in there. That is so weird. Like I maybe had something in there. Let's find out. So we're going to do this one more time just because we're going to shove that in there. Troy, Tidbits, hello, hello, how are you doing? That would be Dawn's cousin. So exciting, so exciting. Okay, so, and it might be this foil. I don't know. This foil, I don't know. It is glimmer foil. I was buying it at Hobby Lobby on sale quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to set this on here. Make sure that it's 2 in and 2 in. Scoot you over just a little bit. Okay. Do. Why is my platform not ready? Platform. I'll try angling it next time. But for this time, we're going to do here to there, and then we're going to put this on here. And we're going to put that right about there. I don't know. We're going to try that. We're going to try that. Yes, I try. Actually, I try not to be too sassy. I might scare some people. Let's just say I might. But we'll get there. We'll get there. This one wasn't too. That's so weird to me. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've encountered a complete void like that. That's alright though. We'll figure it out. I've got lots of paper. I have Himmelco white paper. I have mixed media paper. We has the papers. I tell ya, I don't know. That's probably the hardest part, is getting this thing to release. Like, gosh, I hope I didn't just move that in the wrong way. Let's just put it that way. Turn it around, stuff it in there. And just roll it through, easy peasy. I don't know. Ugh. Sometimes I get excellent results, and then sometimes I'm like, what the hecky happened? Oh, like that. Like, okay, we're still getting cut off on the sides. But the center looks much better. I mean, we're improving. Each time we improve. I mean, look at that. This part down here looks really good. We've got this void here. The paper did shift upwards. I did lose it a little bit trying to pull it out. I tell ya. Okay, so we're gonna take our little buddy here. I don't know. We're gonna try it like this. Get in there, get in there. And then we're gonna do some Himmelco white. This is my smoothest paper by any means. But if I turn it too much, I won't be able to get that on there. So we need to make sure. Okay, if it was a smaller thing, we could get in there. Okay, we're gonna do this. That'll work like that. We're gonna grab some plain Jane stuff. Plain gold, because, you know, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna put that on there, like so. I'm gonna put that to the choppity chop, like so. And we're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna go like, we're gonna wait to put this on, and then we're gonna put, I think we're gonna do an all-out shim. We're gonna just shim this and then put, because my centerpiece is still not getting done. Where is my center shim? Ah, here you are. I think we're gonna do 2 shims, you guys, because I feel like it's just not getting enough. And with that void, if it's too much, it's okay. Yeah, if I skip the weird shims, it's not going to foil at all in the center. I already know it's not going to foil in the center. Because mine has issues, so we're going to turn on the timer. Make sure that's on there. Right there. Place your bets! Drawing. You can join Chow Sassy's Facebook group and post some drawings there. I like to look at drawings. Or share your Instagram. If you go to post your drawings on Instagram. Yeah, so Maddie says this would be way frustrating for me. Hats off. So it is. It's kind of annoying when you know it can do really good stuff. Mine is too old and way past warranty to call in on it. I could easily just chuck it and get a new one and know that it would be a lot better, right? Holy, let go. That's the biggest thing, is trying to get it to let go. I always feel like I'm gonna break it. So we're gonna go down like so. We're going to grab our cover plate. And then we're going to send it through. Nope. I just shifted everything because the thing got stuck. Yeah, I can try and put the shim on the top of the plates. So we went really slow. Get that back over here. Oh, that looks pretty good. So it is probably, I put 2 shims in my center piece in. Okay, so we definitely have the pressure, so that is overfoiling from overpressuring. But with this particular plate, I would cut it out anyways. I would probably put an oval or a square and chop it off anyways. Apparently it shifted a bit. That foil either didn't like the paper I was using, or again, I did run through 2 shims. So it probably wasn't enough pressure the first couple of times. But look at that. Look at it. It's so pretty. Pretty. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long this... Yeah. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so we now know that this this is working. So what we're gonna do is we want to now make sure everything works as planned. Okay, so here's some tricks to making sure that you get this the way you want it every single time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, Freddie? We're gonna go up in here and grab, this is what they call, isn't there a die to cut the center? You know, I do not know. I did not buy the die. I just got the thingy because I don't mind fussy cutting. Yes, I said the bad word. I said fussy cutting. Okay. So this is heat safe tape. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it pretty much anywhere that sells the stuff. So we're going, now it's heat safe. It's not paper safe. Let's get that clear. It is heat safe, not paper safe. Okay, so I'm going to plug this in. And as that's getting ready, I'm going to make sure that my paper stays put. Okay. I want my paper to stay... Ooh, that's so toasty. Ooh. I want my paper to stay. And it actually needs to go up just a hair, which is fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now that will stay put, hopefully, and not move. And then we're going to grab our gold foil because we already know this one works really good. We're going to grab enough to cover our image. Bloop. And then we're going to trim off. You know, if we trim the corners a little bit, right? Wait, which way did I need to cut that? You guys, I don't even know. Let's take a little bit off of this side. Okay. And then we're going to trim the corners a little bit. That'll help it with the overfoiling. I'm not going to be sad if it overfoils at all. Okay, so then we can lift this. Again, we want the sticky side up. Oops. Okay, we want our sticky side up. And I do want to pull this down just a wee bit. Not too much, not too much. Okay. Come on, stay put. Stay put. Holy moly. It's being pickety-bickety. Okay. You're being bad. You're being bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, let me get this back on here. Okay. Sometimes it coils up. Usually the heat helps it to tame the beast, but it's being particular. Okay, I think we got it. I think enough of the plate is covered. Whew, we got it. We got it on there. But, yeah. According to Jim and T, the die came with a plate. I set the packaging. Yeah, no, it just is one press plate. See? See, one press plate. That's all that was in there. That was all. I did not get a die with it. Maybe if you bought it together, but I got this on the clearancey part. So maybe it was on clearance because it didn't have the doodad. Oh, okay, we're gonna pull this out. Come on. I'm always afraid I'm gonna bust a nail trying to get that thing out of there. We're gonna get our 2 shims, shim sharoos, right on there. We're gonna put that right in the center-ish. Set that on there. Actually, let me try it without the center one, just to see. We'll just put regular shim on. Maybe it likes that. Because that is actually quite a bit of shimming. Shim shrew. Taming of the shrew. No, wait, what? Yeah, no die. It's just a one hit wonder. Because I think they were just thinking that you would line it up and just call it a card front. That you wouldn't have to cut it out. But I can't line nothing up. What are these pink people thinking? These not thinking people. Ugh, it shifted right off the edge. Eh. Ooh, but it did foil in the center really well, so I like that. Look how close to the edge I got it. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not too sad about it. Because, again, I can just fussy cut it really close. So that's 2 good ones. But see how we cut the corners? I didn't cut the corner good on that side. Probably because of where it was shifted. But we have less over foiling. You see that? Those corners didn't get... Aside from that one. Okay. So if you're having a little bit of over foiling out and about, trim it down. Okay. Trim it down to the size of your plate. And here's another tip, which I should have done, but I did not, because, you know, sometimes these tips just come to you. Now, see what I mean? This just tore my paper, but it is the back side, and I am okay. See? Yeah. So if you're going to work with one plate over and over and over again, cut your foil while it's cold. Do it beforehand. While it's cold, go ahead and trim your foil to about the size of the plate. That way there you have less headache trying to position it. You set it down. You get this on there and then you can crank them out. But yeah, that one, I can't believe that one's really close to the edge. I was not paying attention. Let's try black. Because why not, right? Please hold. Yeah. Let's try black. Let's put that in. We're just gonna stick with the Himoko white because it is working. So Diane of Oz, you would think. Now, from my times of practicing and seeing what was going wrong with mine and why it wasn't foiling in the center, I was leaving the whole sandwich on. I was putting the sandwich on, leaving it there, but every time I yanked the thing out, everything would shift and it would get all mangled, and I had more shifted foiling than I care to admit. So you'll see people where they have no problem. They have no problem getting the thing out without everything shifting like a crazy person. But for me, I obviously can't figure that part out. Yeah. Jean says, keep going, you have 8 more to do. I know, right? We'll get there. You know, and it's some things you gotta have patience for. Now, for me, having the patience to do some foiling, sure, absolutely. I sign me up for that. Patience to do knitting and crocheting. Now that stuff, I tried crocheting once. When my daughter said, "Hey, Mom, I want to learn to crochet," and I'm like, you're gonna need some books, because I can't help you. I can't help you. And we actually got some help from some crafty friends to get her started, which was really, really nice. Yeah, because hot dog. No, no, no. I want to... cut my little corners off. Nope, nope, nope. You... There we go. Cut our little corners. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm going to get some more tape because I got a ton of it. And again, it's the back side. We're going to do it like that though this time. Why do I keep letting that go? It's like box tape. You gotta roll it over the side. Otherwise you can't find it. But it's heat safe tape. It won't get gummy when it gets hot. But it will rip your paper. So just make sure, you know, you can either trim it afterwards or try and peel it delicately. Okay. We're gonna try and go from here. That's really close to the edge. I'm gonna shift that just. Come here, you. No, 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 no. Really? Ugh. Okay. We're gonna get a little bit closer to this line there. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to put our 2 shims because this for me is working. Now for you, you may not need shims. You may watch other crafters not need the shim, and that's fine. That's fine. Do it without the shim. See what happens. Add 1 shim, add 2 shim. Shim, shim, shiroo. Jane says, I started crocheting 7 years ago. Still working on pot holders. So... my daughter jumped right into critters. Her first project was a jellyfish because, yeah, she didn't want to make pot holders and flat things. And I feel like that was my problem, is doing that repetitive over and over and over again is just not my cup of tea. But, oh, you guys, speaking of, oh, my timer's done. Please hold. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Okay, get my shims back in there. Get back, heathens. Okay, so, yeah, my daughter has been making all sorts of stuff. Oh, no, see, I just shifted again. Please stay, please stay. She just made the prettiest betta fish ever. Prettiest ever, ever, ever. Okay, so, whew. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Lifting. Ooh, we actually got it mostly centered, you guys. Ooh, and a tiny bit of overfoiling, but, you know, nothing they'll notice, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Pull that off. Okay, so I'm not pulling the tape straight back. I'm twisting it to the side. I'm twisting it to the side so it can come off at an angle. Okay, if you go and yank it, it's going to pull the edge of the paper and rip it. But look at that. Look it. We only have to straighten it up a little bit. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? Which do you guys like? Do you like the gold or the black? Isn't that gorgeous? Look it. Woo-hoo-hoo. See, this is what we look forward to. You got to go through this to get to this. And again, this is, you know, I'm going to try this silvery stuff on the white paper. Yeah. Probably not going to work, but I got enough paper that I don't care. Okay, so we got this. The platform is ready. Let's grab this crazy stuff that we weren't getting to work earlier on the black paper, but we're going to try it again on this because we can, and we have enough of it that we don't care. And you guys might not have enough, and maybe you guys do care. Go out and buy yourself an ugly roll that you don't like. If you're like anti-yellow, no, not shooting shade at anybody that loves yellow, but if you're like anti-yellow, maybe get you a roll of yellow foil to do as your test run foil. So that way there, when it makes a mess and you don't like it, you're not saddened by it. Does that make sense? Should have hit my button. I should have hit my button. And then we need our shims. We lost our shims. We found our shims. But yeah, this is the angelfish she just made. Look it. It has no eyeballs, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But look it. It's so delicate and so pretty. And those are our cats, Gingy and Bean. They left their little contributions too. But yeah. This is what she does. She just sits there and makes something. And it's different all the time. Although she has another one of these that she made. And then she made this. And I said, it's mine, right? Because it's green and black. And those are my colors. And she's like, I guess. I think she makes them for me and then just makes it like she didn't really make it for me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's that's that. Okay, we're going to smoosh this all together. I hope that's where it goes. Honestly, I don't know where it stops. Nobody knows. We just crank, and I'm literally cranking as slow as I can with my Spellbinders thing. Which I feel like sometimes kind of weird. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes it's just weird. I know, but she won't make enough that I can sell. She makes herself the stuff, and then I got that one a little too close again. Oh yeah. So it might have been just the paper, because look at that. Okay, now here's a fun thing. So you'll see, it's kind of hard to see. Let me pull up this one. Okay, so right here in the 2TO, okay, that's right there. See how it doesn't look crisp? And let's see if I can turn it so you guys can see. The foil is actually like sticking up, and it's doing it in several places. It's being a little weird. Now, what that is the foil kind of stuck, but didn't quite. I don't know. And so it needs just to be wiped away in some cases. But see that? We just brush it. Okay. So this particular foil is leaving a lot of residue behind. See that? So we just shove that off into the garbage. Get that off of there. And then we have much cleaner lines. And that usually happens on foils with detail and stuff. I don't know. It's just how it connects to the paper when you heat it up. So if you see your foil sticking out like it didn't foil, just give it a gentle scrubby scrub and it'll go off. And don't do swipey. You want to take your bristles at an angle so that the bristles actually catch it. Because if you do like this, you might get frustrated and it might not come off. Kind of go at it at an angle to get that off of there. But look at it. So yeah, I like it. Again, we'll just fussy cut that out. No big deal. But I'm happy that it's not the foil. It was probably the paper. And because that makes me want to try one more time with the black paper. One more time with the black paper. Okay, so I just love that. Look at that. We're going to try one more time with the black paper, but we're going to use purple. Oh, look at it. I got some purple hearts before I even look at it. Yes, for my purple friends, we got some purple. Now, for my yellow friends, I do apologize, but I do not have yellow foil. I do not. I have orange, but I do not have Michelle KS. Well, hello, and pardon me if I butchered your name because I don't know any better. I don't. I'm just a heathen. The heathen that doesn't know the words. So we're going to take off about a 1/2 inch. Okay, foil. Take off about a 1/2 inch. And then we're going to snip those corners. Boink. I know. So, Pam, if you have another color you would like to see, because I know you do like yellow, the closest thing I have are the yellowy golds. Yeah, because that's as close to yellow as I have. But yeah, if you have a color, Pam, that you would like to see, if I have it, I will gladly throw it on for this Christmas card. Diana Voss says, love purple, but boo, it Xmas. No. Purple for Christmas is pretty. Black and purple. Ugh. Put those together on a tree. Yeah. It can be very regally elegant. In my opinion. But yeah. Purple has a place for Christmas. Just saying. Aw, Miss Pam. She's just gonna sit there and mope. Pam. Miss Pam. Okay, so I think I want to put this side down. Okay, we're gonna do it like so. We're waiting on the timer. Ding, ding, ding. Ring-a-ding, ding, 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 ding. Halloween, Christmas. Dawn says gold is kind of yellow. It is. Twist. and place. Please be in a good space. You know what? I'm going to set this over here on my thing. Get it right in there. Then put my lid on it. Because I got the shakes and I keep booping everything. And not a good booper either. So we're just going slow. We're going slow. Boom, boom. Squeeze that back in there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, that looked like... Let's cross our fingers for that one. It may have left a little crusty, though. It doesn't look smooth in there, but we'll see. You guys. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. But I was right. It wasn't 100% smooth in there, but I love it. It gives it kind of a little bit of a texture in there, and it makes it, I don't know, really unique. But check it. Check it, check it. So for me, definitely, I just need a pair of shims, and I'm using Hamilco 80-pound shims for mine. But look at that. But yeah, you can see it didn't foil perfectly. Not like these where we got perfect foiling. But it's purty. It's purty. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Let's try, you know, the new mixed media paper. I don't know. Let's see if this is actually big enough, because it is pretty darn smooth, and it is thicker. So I'm gonna do one shim instead of two, because look, it fits. Of course it does. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But so this does have a way smoother and a not so smooth, but it's still smooth. But yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. It's like a dirty yellow, or I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty. I like it. That's all that's important, is that I like it. It's mine. I can't even cut it though. I feel like a dork. Michelle says black and purple with the hearts. Yeah. It is pretty. Pretty regal. And not Regal Cinemas either, you guys. Okay. And again, I am using Glimmer hot foil, okay? Glimmer, the brand. I got most of mine at clearance at Hobby Lobby. And this gold is going to be a pain in my tuchus, but that's okay. We're going to, you know what? I'm going to cut right through you. You're going to be like that? Fine. We're going to take off some corners, because this is just being a bad piece. Bad piece. And see, as we're trimming, we can get this plate warmed up and ready to go. Ugh, I don't even know. I don't even know what I just cut off there. See if we can't get this to lay down. Oh, it's gonna be bad. I think I cut one corner twice and one not at all. Let's try this again. Get off there. Okay. My last bag of mini eggs were, oh, they were all broken. That's tragic. Aw. Cut back on the chocolate because it's not good for the reflux. I'm sorry. Okay, again, this is the new mixed media paper. It is definitely thicker than this, so I am only going to use one shim because I feel like this is like 2 sheets of paper. We'll find out. Make sure I've got my, yep, I want that side down. So we're gonna pull this off. We're gonna flip her around. We're gonna try and set these on here. Okay, hold on. This okay, see, some of these are so thin, they're just being ridiculous. Really? Okay, I don't know what to do. It's like being pathetic. You just need to go on here and accept your fate. Accept your fate. I don't want to burn myself because it's hot. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, now we just gotta make sure. Oop, there it goes. Are you hiding everything? Gosh, I hope it is. I don't even know, you guys. Oh, no, that is definitely not hiding enough. I can see the plate. Oh, shoot. Needs to come this way. Come on. That plate is way over. I don't even know. Okay, we're going for it. We're going over here. We've got our shim ready. Shim, shim, shiroo. And then we got our plate. Hopefully it didn't cool down too much while I was fiddling around. So T, there's the Cadbury eggs, but I don't think those are the same eggs that Pam is talking about. I don't think Pam eats those jelly-filled Cadbury eggs. She eats the little hard, crunchy, almost like M&M Cadbury eggs. Okay, so we have overfoiling there. How do we know? Because it's pressed. Ooh, but very little. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But it definitely did not foil in the center. And then I must not have had foil contact right there. But yeah, it's not perfect, you guys. It's not perfect. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try it again. I'm going to use the other side this time. Because I don't want to waste my cardstock. Woo! Okay, so we're going to try this again. We're going to use the 2 shims. Just because it didn't get into the center. And the overfoiling wasn't quite enough. So we're going to use 2 shims. Because I can. And we're going to go back to this. Because I feel like this will be just really pretty. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to fuss with it. This stuff is so thin. Some of these are just ridiculous. And if we get overfoiling, that's okay. Because I'll just trim it down. Trim it down. Because I'll be fussy cutting a lot of these. Heathen. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to use the back of this paper. Okay. And we're going to try... That was hot. That was hotsy totsy. We're going to pinch the foil and the thingy together and slide it over just a little. And I'm going to check. Put up just a little. pull it up just a little bit more. Okay, we're going to try and aim for right there. I don't even know. That's what we're doing. Okay. And then we're going to do our little shims. Shimmies, shimmies, shimmy, shimmies. My husband brought me a big bag of Reese's eggs, egg-shaped peanut butter cups. Yeah. I like them frozen. Throw them in the freezer. Veronica Lake, hello. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, she says, more patience than I. That foil would be in the trash. That's okay, though. That's why I'm here, to remind you of why this may not be your cup of tea. But then there are moments when I might show you that it could totally be your cup of tea. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ugh. So pretty. This one, not too bad. Once we color the background on this one, I think it'll be really nice. The gold one turned out super duper nice, though. Too much overfoiling, but I don't care. And then this one was a little too close to the edge. Hanging on the edge, but that's okay. Okay. Turn and enter. Enter the, what's its faces? Put that down and slowly turn. Okay. Hershey's chocolate bars. Oh, you can't even eat those. I don't eat those very much. I like the almond ones, but weirdly, I don't know, they're kind of too sweet, which is funny from somebody who drinks a cherry Coke all day, every day. Don't judge me. Okay, that, we got some overfoiling. So, let's see how we do. Yep, see, and that is the issue I have with my big hot foil plates, is that right through the center. It doesn't like to foil. But I'm not gonna lie, this one is kind of grungy and cool. Like old-timey, because you can still see everything. It's just kind of grungy. I might, but so this is the mixed media paper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's good enough to use this foil. I mean, it has some issues. The centerpiece is back to, yeah, see, it's the same on this side too. That centerpiece just didn't get going. But we definitely have the pressure because we have more overfoiling. It just seems like it's not sticking to this particular paper, if that makes sense. Because even on these, when it seems like it's perfect pressure, it is not sticking. Like a shirt that's been through the wash a few times. You know, that sticky stuff is just not sticking anymore. But it's kind of cool. So, Xnay, yeah, I wouldn't recommend the mixed media paper for it. That being said, let's go back to the one that works so good. We're going to get our Himilco white semi-gloss cover 50 pack. And I just chopped all of mine down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Because the only time I use the Himilco is when I'm doing hot foiling. Oh, I should have had that plugged in. So, Jean, for the last few, okay, so for this one, yeah, for all of these, I did not need my shim. which is weird. But, so it seemed that my paper shims worked just fine. My paper shims worked just fine. So, but with the heaviness of this, I think this paper is just a little too heavy. It wasn't being pushed. This one would definitely need my middle shim again. But, yeah. And there's that. Just kind of brush that loose stuff through. This one would definitely need a shim. Okay, so we got that on there. Let's see about some red. We haven't done red, and we're doing Christmas. Say what? We're going to set that on there, and then we're going to snip. Again, these are Glimmer hot foils. Okay. This one seems like it might be okay if I trim it or not. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. See, some of these lay down really nice, and then some of them are like just flippity floppity. Whoop! And the Glimmer hot foils, right? You want the pretty side of the foil plate up, and you want the pretty side of the foil touching it. Pretty side to pretty side, because this side, this ucky, not so pretty side, right, has all the glue in it. And we're going to use that glue to stick to our paper. And then when we peel, because it's a two-part system, we're going to have this clear carrier sheet left, and all the foil will come off. Hopefully. Okay, and so we got that going. But again, toner foiling is probably one of my favorites. I don't do that enough either, but I like printing my own stuff and foiling it. It's fun. Okay. Pull this out. Flip this over. Actually, we're going to set this right over here. And then I'm going to set my paper on. Put the smoothest side of our Himilco down. Okay, and then put our plates over the top. And I've got my two shims in there. The two shims work for me. They may not work for you. And I'm running it through my little Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine. The little black platinum. Okay. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Ooh, did we? It's a little crooked, but I think we might. Ooh, looky. We got a little bit of overfoiling. Not too bad. See, we got a little bit there. But see, if I don't point that out to somebody and be like, oh, sorry about the overfoiling, they're not going to know. To my non-crafty friends, they're not going to know. But see here, we have this extra buildup, okay? And again, this red foil has a design built in. What did I do with... Okay, so I'm going to take my bristles and just kind of work them in there to see if I can get that cleaned up. A little scrubbity. Okay, so that was just a little bit of extra overfoiling in there, but it still looks pretty good. Ah, but look it. is pretty for all you red people. They look like the little glitter red shoes, you know. Isn't that pretty? So how many do we have? We don't even know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that I can adjust from that. But wait. There's 7, 8 from when we used it as an actual inking plate. Yeah, so I've got 8 of my 10 Christmas cards. So I just need to crank out 2 more. I just gotta do 2 more. We're gonna slide that back up. Let's do. Yeah, I'm using my other ones. Blue. I have blue. Yes, we shall do blue. I got the blue. Blue like snowflakes on Christmas. Cut that down. We're gonna trim this up. Oops. Got a little crazy there. That's alright. Cut these corners off. This one seems to be a little bit thicker, so it should be alright. Oh yes, look at that. Oops. And you want to be careful moving your foil around because it is pretty easy to scratch. Okay, if you scratch it, you know, if you're mucking around, scratching it and stuff, all of that will not foil. So if you have a solid square and you put this over it, you're going to see those little marks in it. So this is kind of delicate. Yes, pretty blue. 2 more plus 10. No. Okay, platform ready. Let's get that cooking. Yeah, so if you guys have the letterpress system, which is what this is designed for, right? This is designed for the letterpress system. Okay, what did I just do with them? You guys, what did I do? What did I do? Oh. Okay, that's weird. I just showed them to you guys. There's my thingies. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Okay, something happened to the the actual better pressy lessons. I don't even know. Oh, I set them there. Why would I set them there? So rando. Get over here. Get in here. I don't even know. Hopefully that's in a good spot. Put my shims on. Send this through. But I was saying, if you actually have the letterpress or better press systems, you can use this. This would probably look even better if I used the better press, but I do not have the better press. I have the letterpress. And you can... Did we do that on Monday? I don't even know. We might have done these on Monday. But I've got 2. I've got 2 to add to my 10 for this month. And then I will need to do 10 for January at some point. And then the the rest of the months. 10 Christmas cards. Ooh, I might have actually got that. I got really close on that. That's all right, though. Okay, here's a good example of crazy town. Like, what? Don't panic. Don't panic yet. So, let's... Woo! Either it did some serious overfoiling or the stuff is just, I mean, it's peeling. It's peeling up. So we're going to go, I'm going to go over the garbage can. And that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and just kind of scoop this off into the garbage, okay? Because I don't really want it all over my desk. Ah! Cover your ears, Pam, but it's like glitter. It's everywhere. Oh my goodness. It's like flying up. Flying up everywhere. Okay. Okay, so this happens every now and then. Something with the foil. Something with the foil, the heat, the whatnotsies. So it looks like there's specks, but if you look closely, they're actually gray. They're not white. So what happened is while I was scraping it, the foil flipped over and stuck. It's weird. So yeah, so look at that. The foil, it just flipped over and stuck down. I don't know how to fix that. It just stuck, which, I mean, it's interesting. It is doing whatever it is it's doing, like, but it still looks nice, yeah? But like right there, so this should be empty in there, but it's like nope, oh, there it goes. So yeah, it's just weird what it does. Okay, so like this heart is empty right here. So if I look over, this heart should be empty. So I'm just gonna take my rag, find that heart, and just kind of brush that out of there the best I can. It did overfoil a little bit on that one. But yeah, it's just interesting, right? Those are supposed to be empty. That's supposed to be empty. There you have it. But it's blue. It's blue. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? Woo! Look at that. Look at it. Did a pretty good job at keeping it mostly centered. But yeah. And I'm not sad about that. It just gives it a little bit of character on there. T says, I used tape to get it off. Well, hot dog, let's try that. She says. I'm just going to use my mint tape because it's sticky but not sticky. Is that good? Do you think mint tape? Oops. It actually pulled my foil. So if I just kind of go through and give a couple of extra places, so then it looks the same. So yeah, I'm not sad about it, but yeah, it pulled all the backwards. Yeah, it will grab. Although the mint tape is actually peeling the foil, so just be ginger about it. I use purple tape or washi. Yes, this is all Spellbinders foil. So yes. They're not all created equal. Even though they're same brand, right? Okay, one more. Let me see. Oh, you guys, I didn't even use green. Let's use green. Because, yeah. Green is my thing. We save the best for last. Green! I don't know how this will foil because it's got a big pattern in it. Okay. Okay, my last one. And then I'll have all these card panels that I'll clean up and turn into cards, Christmas cards. I really need to do some stuff with my washi tape. Girl, I got so much washi tape. I do too. It's on my wheel of brands and materials though, so hopefully one day it'll turn up and I'll remember to use my washi tape. I think that may be a funky NASA roll of foil. Yes, Pam, I use mine because I don't have yellow. Do they even make yellow foil? I'll have to look into it. Because, yeah. And then I'll have to look into getting little bees. Little bees to foil. So we can have a reason to use yellow. Because that's hard for me. Yellow's not my favorite, Pam. You're my favorite, Pam, but not yellow. Although my cup has a little yellow in it. So, does this count? Cheers to you. Jesus, I'm still moping. Matisse says she has yellow toner foil. Okay, and then we're going to roll out our last one, right? Because that makes 10. That does not make anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be 10. Timer's on. Yeah, yellow toner, but what about yellow hot foil? I still think that one turned out really nice. I don't have to trim too much either. I don't have to trim too much. This one is cattywampus. This one was like a little too close to the edge. That's alright. We're going to fussy cut these ones. We're going to fussy cut them. That's nice too. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like it a lot. I need my shims. Oops, you're not my shim. Get out of here. These are my shims. My buddies, my shims. And then our piece of Hamilco, which has a smooth... I don't know if both sides are coated, but one side feels not as smooth. Jay, if you're listening, Pam wants to know if you mailed her card yet. her yellow card. Okay, we're going to pull that off. We're going to flip it around. We're going to stick it over here so that I have less moving to do. Get my shiny, slippery side down. And hope that I got that in a good spot. And then run it through. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And by turning it off too, I don't leave this plugged in because of where I store it. But I would recommend that you guys unplug it from the wall when you're done using it. Because you never know if something weird's going to happen that, you have a surge or something. So make sure you unplug it completely. I just find it safer that way. And then that goes, and then if anybody's wondering, I've been running this for a little over an hour. This is warm. This here is warm from this. It's not scalding hot or anything. I'm touching it, right? This, however, this piece, this is hot. Don't touch it. Ooh. Don't touch it. Okay, so this is hot. Okay, especially this part here. It's not as hot, but I mean, if you leave your hand, you're gonna burn yourself. So caution with this piece. And then, yeah, just be careful, you guys. Put those out of my way. Put that with it, because I store those together. Okay, let's see what our green did. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look it missed a little bit in the center again, but it's not as bad as some of the others, so I'm okay with it. Look it. Gotta love that. And if you don't, you're broken. No, it's all right. You can not like the things I like. I'll still judge you. Oh wait, no. So this when you're say like you're doing multiple foils, right? I would recommend doing 2 at a time. Doing 1 at a time, you saw me kind of frustrated trying to line things up. If you do 2 or more at a time, maybe you have different wordy plates, right? And you're gonna work on your hot foil. What I would do is have at least another one so that you can work with one, put it on to heat while this one is cooling, because it doesn't take a ton for it to cool off. Then you can take your paper, take your foil, place your foil on there. Then you can set this on here like so. Okay, then you're not eyeballing to see where it's straight. And then you can tape this down. And then when you go to put it on your machine, you put it down like this and send it through. Okay, there's less guessing game, more accuracy to be able to see where this is at. Then you can even trim that foil even more, okay, because you can actually see where this is it. So if you've got a couple of hot foil plates, or if you have the time, by all means pick up your plate, adjust it on the paper, okay, like so. Tape this down over to the back. If you're using something that does rip paper, just be mindful of that. And then you can just flip it and put it there. You always want this piece next to the heat source, okay? So you're going to put it down just like that, right to your heat source, and do all the tiny things and then send it through. And then while this one's going through and your other one's cooling off, you could set it up and get it ready to go. So that is a tip I will give you if you're doing a whole bunch. But I only had one better press plate. I just want to show you that you can foil these. There is a coating on it. My red coating is ink, so you saw the ink doesn't bother it. Okay, so you can definitely foil it after it's been inked up and stuff. This is thinner than a hot foil plate. It's thinner. I had to use a shim. How much of a shim? Depends on your machine. You may not need a shim. I needed a shim. Okay, so if it's not foiling and it's doing weird stuff like this one here, I know that I need a shim just in the center. And I actually have my shim ready to go for anything that just needs a shim in the center. Okay, so hopefully those little tips help you. But okay, so and then depending on what you're using, now I am using Helmilco white semi-gloss cover 50 pack. Okay. I cut it all down, not thinking about it, but I used to use this with toner printing as well. I don't anymore because my toner printing works really good on my accent opaque. It's not always 100% perfect, but it's good enough for me. So I decided to use my Himilco only for hot foiling, because as you can see, Himilco semi-gloss works really well to capture, oops, that's not Himilco, capture the foil. And this is a Himilco black cardstock that is extra smooth, and it took the foil as well. Again, very nicely. But the fun thing about these, right, I'll set you aside, is you can fussy cut, set it down, and you're good to go. It's ready to go. But maybe you don't like it on white, and you can't find a cardstock that it foils to, which there's nothing wrong with that. Make your own cardstock. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Yeah, we're gonna, no, I don't know if that'll look good. We're gonna attempt it. It may not look good, but we couldn't use yellow for Pam, so we're gonna bring in some yellow through the inking process, okay? And our foil is gonna act as a resist. This shiny, glossy stock is gonna allow our inks to blend very nicely. Just look at that. So we have a nice yellowy. And then I'm gonna fussy cut this out just to kind of show you guys a finished product. Okay. Get that up there. And I kind of want to see. So we've got a yellow. So if we don't have yellow toner foil, we can add yellow in another way. And then if we do, see, because Simon Hurley inks are a bit watery active. Let's see if we can't get some watery drops on. Oops. Let's see. See if we can't get that to make any sort of, probably not use that one. Let's not use that one. So, not exactly. I mean, it did cause some reaction in there, so we get it a little bit spotty in there. More antique-y, which is fine. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut it. If I can find my scissors. Okay. And because I got it super close, we're just gonna fussy cut as close as we can on this side. Kind of like we are just trying to be as close as possible. Because this one I got a little bit close to the edge, and that's alright. So right here I'm gonna get super close, and because it's really straight, I'm just gonna help it round out just by taking it in just a hair. And we're gonna come around and cut out that overfoiling. Yes, we can. Right into there. And a nice thing about a project like this is there's no right or wrong, so you can get as close or as far away as you want, and nobody will know. Nobody will know. And then we're going to kind of mimic, not too much, but we're going to kind of mimic the way we did the other side. Again, it's not have to be perfect. And then we're going to come around here. And then around here, we're just moving our paper while we're closing our scissors. Get that chunk out of there. Yeah, I wanted to show a finished product. So it's not quite over, you guys. I told you the other day, bring some snackies, because this is going to be a longer live. Anytime you see my videos start off hot foiling, be prepared to just kind of hang out for a little bit, because it is time consuming. If you're frustrated with your hot foil plates and you just watched my video, you'll know that it's okay, because like that happens sometimes, right? And we just kind of work through it and figure out, well, what's causing what. If you're feeling a void in the center, put something in the center to cover the void. Your shim that way. If there's a lot of overfoiling, you have too much pressure, try and take something away. And yeah, it'll work out for you. Okay, so I do kind of want these kind of to match, so I'm going to go in and cut this one off. And then we're going to come around and we're going to get extra close to that leaf. There we go. So I just adjusted that a little bit because I only had 2 swipes here. So I made 2 swipes there instead of the 3. Don't leave until YouTube ends. Yeah, because sometimes I don't do it intentionally, but I feel like I maybe make it sound like it's the end. Because I need all your time and attention. And then we have this nice, lovely, don't put that on white. No. I don't like it on that either. Oh, there we go. It needs craft. It needs craft. So we'll put that on a craft base. Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfection. And we're going to use Monsieur Crunch because I want it nice and deckly. Let's try that again. Okay, and then we're going to do, normally it's 5.5, but we're going to go down to 5 1/4. Or no, let's do this at 4. 4. And then we're going to take a little bit off. And then we're going to go down to 5 1/4 this way. Okay. There we go. I'm happy now. I like that. Well, that turned out nice. I don't like the whitey white though. Let's get some grunge going. Let's get some cookie dough. I think cookie dough with the brown will help everything just kind of come in a little bit. I think I was using this one for cookie dough. Okay, so I'm going to hold my card base closed, and then I'm just going to roll this around the edges. I'll hold my card base closed and just roll that around. And I don't need it to go into the center. I just need it to catch these edges. And I don't need it to be super dark. You can see it's getting very light coverage. Because I don't want the cookie dough to be prominent. I just need it to help tame that wild beast that is white. Because, you know, White and I, we don't get along. Okay. So we have that. We have that. Oh, yes. That is much better. Be gone with you, white. And there we have it. A nice, okay, nice foily thing. But if you position your foil plate better, you don't even have to do any trimming like this. Okay, I did because I mucked it up. I mucked it up, but that's okay. We're going to get our glue. I lost my glue because my glue is not in its glue stand. Why do I keep putting it up on the shelf? It has a home. It's so weird. I don't even know. Come out with you, heathen glue. There we go. It's being a brat. It's being a brat. Okay, we're going to set our panel on there. We're going to make sure we have the bottom of the panel there. Okay, and then we're going to make sure that's the top. Okay, and then you could pop this panel up. It definitely set it down. You can mix and match your colors, all that fun stuff, because it just is, it's nice. The foil will resist your ink, so you can give it a little wipe down afterwards if you're kind of worried about it. But there it is. I like our little white spots that we put in there. I like them. Gives it kind of rustic. And then our little bit of cookie dough around the edges, because cookie dough is a nice light tan color. If you don't have a nice light tan color, you could just use your brown, but very lightly. Very lightly. Like dab it off and just let your brush scrape the edges. But there's that one. Okay. But like this one here where it's pretty straight, right? I'll just trim the edges. Again, let's do is your crunch. We're just going to kind of get it in there. We're going to look at a couple of areas just to kind of line it up. Okay, so now that's straight. That might work. And right there. Okay. So then you have a nice, right? And that's ready to go. I don't have to do nothing. That one, look, I got 2 done cards just like that. Do your foiling, do your inking, do your gluing, do your assembly. Okay. If I decided I was doing all green on green cards, I would do all the green foiling, all the green inking, and then go back through and do the chopping and then the gluing. Okay. See, that's ready to go. I don't need to do anything with that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? We could go super simple or a little off-roading. So this, my friends, is 2 of my 10 Christmas cards, which I will get them done. I will get them done. I will get them done this weekend and then show you on Monday. I'll be back here Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Pattern paper Monday. Yes, we're going to do some pattern paper stuff. So I hope to hang out with you then. Reminds you of police badge. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? But yeah, so until then, my friends, be sure to hit that like and share button. You don't really have to share. You just click the share button. It tells YouTube that you shared it. Because they don't know. Where are they going to know that you copied and pasted that too? But anyways, the like and the comments and all that fun stuff lets other people know that we're pretty hip over here. We're the place to be. Until then, everyone, have a great evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Lisa Acker, hello and goodbye, my dear. Sorry if I missed you earlier.